It's New Year, boys and girls, and those in between, and we are going to talk about many things. New Year's resolutions. Have you made a New Year's resolution? Are you unhappy with your New Year's resolution? What do you got planned for the next year? This and a little bit more right after this. And we're in. And welcome to Two Wongs and a White. Twat, as we like to call it, where we just chew the cud. This is Ken. This is Tam. And I am Hashi. And today, this is a New Year's show. We're just going to talk about New Year's. And one of the main questions I've got to ask is, have you ever made a New Year's resolution that didn't quite turn out the way you expected?
All right. New Year's resolution is a time for people to make choices, and specifically talking about me. Before we go next, let's do a shot.
Gentlemen,
cheers to
Happy
bad
New Year.
choices.
Happy New Year.
And to another sad year.
Jesus, so depressing. But I expect nothing more. If you were happy, I'd put you on a watch.
Yeah. Check for how much my blood levels has escalated.
No, you've got to wait. One of the main thing, especially in this season, is when people start giving shit away for no reason. That's a definite concern. Yeah. When people start giving shit away, people that's generally an indicator.
They're about to say bye-bye.
If they're suffering from depression and they're not for depression, or there's something odd going on in their life, when people start getting shit away, that's when you should start asking questions. And
yeah. So do you want my dog?
All right, so we are doing a giveaway for beautiful Trump, and we're giving. Anyway, let's continue.
So New Year's resolutions.
Let's start with Tim, because he kind of low-key had a resolution earlier before the New Year's.
New Year's resolution is to be happier next year than I was happy this year. Because 2020,
so he is selling his stuff.
2020 was a horrible year for me because in the beginning of the year, I got really dumped on by Corona, and all of my plans that I had for 2020 were completely crushed.
I feel like that's all of us, yeah.
But comparing to last year, I felt depressed in the beginning of the year for the first 4 months, and then kind of picked myself up, and then I would really like 2021 not to be like 2020 started.
You mean that you don't want it to turn you over and just fuck you?
Yeah.
Okay, so on that, because unfortunately we can't pick what the years are going to have for us. So you can pick if you want to be done dry or lubricated. It's up to you.
Yeah.
So happy means lubricated.
Yeah. So no matter
not rough
and not looking at their face.
Yeah.
But I think that you touched on a really good point that the year is dependent on how you're going to be. I don't think so personally. I think you got to make what you can out of it because we're all going to get dealt shit. Let's face it. This thing ain't over yet.
My life.
It's not over. Well, not your life. Jesus, you make me think, boy. I think you've got to literally, to quote a really frustrating and annoying term, make lemonade out of lemons.
Boo.
Now, understandably, our plans may not go the way we want them to, but that's life.
Yes, but what I meant was
Thanks,
that
Dad.
in the beginning of the year, I was on a high note where I had plans for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
and
we all did, dude.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I wasn't supposed to be here.
But in 2021,
So we're talking about something else now.
all I want is for things not to go as shitty as they went in 2020. As in, I don't want all of my plans to be tracked. Although I'm expecting for things to get worse. I'm expecting maybe there's going to be another wave of Corona.
Oh, there. Yeah.
And we're going to be fucked.
Rona. Go ahead.
Fuck that.
Please use the medical terminologies.
Since we're getting disapproved for shocking content anyway, so fuck you.
Yeah.
Corona.
Rona. Plus, it's fun to say Rona.
But we're not mentioning any scientific facts. Doesn't exist. There we go. Now, that to me, that deserves us not to be able to market this thing. But the fact that we talk about what's going on in the world and Google has the audacity to say it's shocking content pisses me off no end. Because reality doesn't exist. And this is the last 4 years. Apparently, there is no reality. And that's the problem. But in 2021, we lose an arsehole and we gain a geriatric in the world. And I'm hoping that reality will be something that's actually important now.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope so.
I hope so too.
All right. So is that your New Year's resolution or?
Well,
to
mine
get a
is-
better
well,
asshole?
I'm not really a New Year's resolution guy, but I'm just looking forward to a year. I'll do the best I can. Hope that it's a good year. Look after the ones I love, and hope they look after me, and we'll do wonderful things together.
Cool. That's fair. That's fair. How about you, Ken? Dead air.
Yeah, just
alert.
be here.
You're gonna check out your stencil mouth connection.
Yeah. Next year's resolution is to stay alive, I guess.
So I don't know. Do you have? What is your deal?
Come on. Give us
Do
something.
you have any aspirations? Yeah.
Not really at this moment. I've
Aspirational.
grow this show, be successful on having an online presence,
Yep.
not fall downstairs. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, not fall downstairs is
Yeah.
always a plus. That's
That's
what I'm
always a
always
great
thinking.
one, right.
I don't want to fall down these stairs.
Right,
That's why I'm a big fan of elevators.
yeah. So
Imagine the
I
elevator
guess
falls down.
another thing is be more active on my creativity, because this year, since we started working together, since we started working with a guy, since I started working on this, I haven't been able to use like what I innately fell in love with was creative editing.
But we need to. If that's the case, we need to find.
Well,
a
we
way
can
of
integrate it,
implementing
but
that. Yeah.
I like working on my own projects. So
Well, that's like with my projects. I haven't
Right.
done many of them, but I've been focusing on this. And I
exactly.
hear what you're
So
saying.
I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like I want to just get back to it, because when I I edited a music video this past weekend, I was sitting there like, God, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like,
there's nothing worse than
there's-
listening to the same 5 seconds
Yeah,
over
but
and over
yeah, it's
and over
like
again.
I hate the song. I hate the song now, but like the process, the final result,
Yeah.
you can say that's me.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
miss
yes.
and I miss that.
So
And
you're
I
a grinder.
what?
You grind on your art, right?
It didn't take long.
Yeah, it didn't take long at all.
Wait, you know,
I
like,
wouldn't say the term
Like, you know,
grinder.
you grind on it until it becomes pure powder, and you can use it the same way.
Yeah, like that. Like cocaina, yeah, sure, cocaina. But I don't know. I guess be more in touch with my creative side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a big one. And also not fall downstairs, step on bear traps.
So, what do you find stifles your creativity? Because obviously, if you're like me, if I'm
Oh, I
if
can-
I'm funk, I can't be creative.
yeah, I can go on a whole
I'm a
rant
Van
about
Gogh.
this.
You know, I don't,
yeah.
if I'm down, I'm down.
And
It
if I'm
doesn't
down,
work.
I'm down. And
Yeah.
also, it depends on the time of day.
Yes.
As crazy as
Fucking
that
3
sounds,
o'clock in the morning.
3 o'clock in the past midnight is where I'm the most
Yeah.
active, like imaginary wise.
You know what? And there's no
That's why I have
reason why I
insomnia.
can't be. I just
Yeah.
like to be beside my partner at
Yeah,
night.
exactly.
But there's no reason. Like I generally wake up at 3 o'clock and
Yeah.
stay up for an hour, then go back to bed.
And go back to bed.
Where
yeah.
I could quite easily stay up and have a nap at midday.
Yeah, exactly. But ever since this Rona situation, I never really had a defined schedule. So my days would be like I can sleep from 4 a.m. to 12
Well,
and then
because
do my day.
you teach from home.
Yeah, I used to
teach
teach. I
online,
used to have my
so-
own schedule. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I could pick my own days. I can do that. I also had a lot of night stuff I filmed, which was perfect for me. That was
Yeah.
when I was like the most like, let's do
Well,
it.
let's say it's
Yeah.
winter. We should be going out and doing some shit, some OB stuff.
Yeah, but-
at night, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not hot. which
It's
is
not
nice.
hot, right?
Let's
It's the
get
voice
all three of us
opportunity.
to get to meet up at night. That's a gang party.
Yeah.
CCTV movie.
Hey,
Give us your money.
what
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you can relate on that, right?
Yeah.
Where throughout the day you can have like 12-hour. People say you have to be productive throughout the day, but there's just some people who cannot mentally put themselves in that space.
I can be on a
It's-
job and forget
Yeah.
like I'm in a casino. I can go
Yeah.
for 2 days
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
manic
Yeah,
and then sleep for 8 hours, wake
Right.
up and I'm fine.
Exactly.
So I'm not actually manic depressive in that
Yeah.
percent, but in a creative stage,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm manic.
I feel like this pertains to like people who are night owls. Like, are you a night owl? You would consider yourself as one? Like you're more active.
I'm more active at night, and
right?
I've got to be careful not to be, otherwise I can't
Yeah,
sleep.
or you can't sleep.
Yeah.
So when I was on my own schedule, I used to film during like days and nights. But my day jobs, when I got like a gig to say film at a restaurant, my cinematography I felt like was weak. But you put me out there at 2 a.m., I'm like, fucking,
Yeah.
let's do
Yeah.
this.
It's just-
You know what I mean?
It's hard filming
It's
a
hard.
facade when there's no one in the restaurant.
Exactly. So it's like,
But okay,
Whatever.
so I used to be a night owl, and from maybe 16 to
I feel like I know where this
19,
conversation is going.
My most productive, my most creative hours were,
Hold your breath.
let's say, maybe 11 p.m. to 3 a.m.
Yeah, same.
I would
Yeah.
be just fucking doing really interesting things,
Yeah.
you know,
Mm,
beyond
yeah.
porn and stuff like that. If you know, excluding that, because that's a day thing, you know.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I'm least productive in the morning. I can't fucking do
I
anything
can't do
in the morning.
anything.
I wake up and I feel like a fucking potato.
I'm
Yeah.
like a woman. Well, I'm going to say woman. I'm like it takes me 4 hours to prepare in the morning. I love my morning time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have the luxury.
I just like, man, if I was someone that wore makeup, I'd probably be 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. I
They
love
just get the permanent eyeliner.
I love to preem. Yeah. I love to preem. Honestly, I'm a gay man.
Yeah.
So you like to use the morning time because you enjoy the time.
My
right?
morning time is slow. Kevin hops in the shower. He has to leave at 9:30 each
Yeah,
morning for
that's
the car.
dude.
He gets in the he wakes up at 8. He's in the shower at 9. He's out by 10 past,
Yep.
and he's dressed.
Yep.
And I'm just like,
How?
how do you do that?
Yeah.
And
But
he
some
looks
people are
good.
just wired differently, you know.
Yeah,
know-
like Kevin is the same as Hazel. Hazel, I asked her in the future, would you want to work on your own hours? Would you want to have a lifestyle where we can do anything we want throughout the day? And she said no.
No.
I need the schedule. I need to be up by 7, leave the apartment by 7:30, do my makeup and all that in 30 minutes, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
and
That's
then
crazy.
head out to the metro
It's
and
not human.
ride that 1 hour train to work.
Singaporeans and Koreans, I don't think they're
Dude,
wired
they're
right.
not wired right.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you serious? What? And she's like, why don't you wake up early? And, I'm up at 3 fixing shit and editing. She's like, true.
Yeah, that's the thing. I will wake up early. But
Yeah.
I don't really sort
No,
of
I
start
will
my
wake up
day.
early, then go back to bed the minute she leaves.
Well, it's also like I could probably be showered and ready by 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the thing is, I like using the main bath. I like using the ensuite because it's bigger. I don't like using the main bathroom
Mm. Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
pokey. So I could be showered in that. But so
Yeah.
I try to get a shower in just before. I just after Kevin's woken up. Then I haven't woken him up.
Yeah,
And then I
yeah.
can sort of preen and stuff.
Yeah,
up.
gets be awake.
Get
and
awake.
stuff. Yeah, so
But also there are downsides of doing that because your health,
there's a lot of downsides.
your body is not wired to be staying up at night.
It's
You're
not,
Like
it's not.
Your,
You have your
rhythms.
Acadia rhythm.
Actually,
Acadian rhythm.
Did you know that before the Industrial Revolution, people used to
Sleep.
wake up?
Yeah.
You wouldn't sleep the 8 hours, 9 hours,
Mm-hmm.
or 7 hours that you do. The Industrial Revolution brought in shift work
Yeah,
and
yeah,
brought
yeah.
in hours where you had to work an 8 to 10 hour
Yeah,
day. Okay,
yeah.
so we are wired as humans, as this structure is.
To sleep whenever we
we're
feel like
wired
it.
to sleep and wake up around about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Stay up for an hour or two, then
Yeah.
go back to bed.
Like dogs.
Like
Honestly,
Animals.
like any mammal.
Like animals, yeah. Like
but then with electricity and shift work and just
And
general
daylight
hours
savings.
and daylight has totally stuffed up their system.
Yeah.
If to have the job where you could just work, because we force ourselves to do what we do when we sleep, how we sleep. If you wake up when you wake up throughout the night, wake up, watch some TV. When you feel tired, go back to bed.
I feel like you and I watched the same kind of documentary or something
Yeah.
because that's exactly what they said. When you wake up in the middle of the night, do something,
Do it.
and then go back
What
to
do they
bed.
say? It was a joke. It's like wake up, masturbate, eat
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
then
yeah.
go back to bed. That's what the body's supposed to do.
Yeah, yeah.
know?
You're supposed to listen to your body. You shouldn't fight
Yeah.
in the instinct. And this year, according like you said, it has been a rough adaptation period because I never used to wake up this early in the morning. I never used to wake up this early and work this late. I just added 6 hours to my day for no fucking reason
and
except for
also stressors.
survivability and
stress.
Yeah,
This has caused stress for everyone.
yeah.
Unless you are just totally disconnected from what's going on, there is
Yeah.
some form of stress,
Yeah.
and that
Oh,
can't
yeah.
be helped.
Oh yeah. Oh
Right.
yeah.
So be less
that-
stressed, be more active
Yeah.
in creativity.
I think
that's
it's about
mine.
acceptance, and that's a really easy thing to say,
Boo.
as opposed to practicality.
Yeah.
But I try very hard. Look, I must admit, since I've moved to China, I believe I've become a lot more accepting.
Yeah, I mean,
And
you
also-
have 2 Asian people in
and
your
also
house.
knowing Kevin, how can I not be? Kevin's
Yeah.
so zen, and so
I feel like he
down.
never gets mad. I don't know why.
No, he doesn't. I'm the screamer in the relationship.
And you barely get mad, right? At this point in your life.
Very, very rarely.
So
but-
then
but-
you're just-
But I let things bottle up, and that's the problem.
so you.
And then I'll expunge, and then I'm like,
Welcome
and,
to
and
Sad
Kevin,
Boy
And
Club.
Kevin will sit there and go,
Mm-hmm.
"You finished? Aren't you gonna have a go back?" No. I was like, and then I feel bad because he hasn't had a go back, and it's like I'm a prick.
I'm
Yes,
an
you
asshole. And he's in his Zen voice. Yes.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. And I can say this confidently. You're an asshole.
Oh man, I'm an asshole. Don't worry. You know me. I'm an asshole.
yeah.
But I'm an asshole with a heart.
It's nice to have understanding partners, right?
Oh, mate. we'd be lost without
I'm
them.
very surprised I found one. That's understanding.
I think it makes three of us, really.
Yeah, with my nature, I mean, my sarcastic, dark humor, and she's, obviously from this side of the world who doesn't experience this.
Yes.
I'm surprised too. Honestly.
Look,
Yeah.
I think that if someone's put a bug in your house, well, we live in China, most
Yeah,
likely
most of
is.
them, yeah.
But if someone was to hear you
It's called a phone.
record the way we carry on,
Yeah,
I'm like, we'd be committed.
yeah,
We'd be fucking committed. It sounds like there's 12 people in the house sometimes.
yeah,
The way we carry on.
yeah. It feels
Just
like
because that's our warped, the way we carry. We'll watch something on TV and we'll make up a song. That's not normal behavior, which I'm fucking glad for.
Do you have any behind the scenes footage?
No.
He just
Well,
starts
I've
a
often
lullaby.
said we should have a CCTV in the lounge room. We could get some great material and some great skits,
yeah,
honestly.
skits, yeah.
We just need someone to monitor us like a big brother
Yeah.
for 48 hours,
And let me guess what
72
Kevin
hours,
said.
cut it together.
No.
Paranormal
Put
activity.
together.
Yeah. Paranormal activity shit. Yeah,
Abnormal
yeah,
activity.
yeah. Abnormal activity.
So that's the resolutions.
Yeah.
What anything else?
Have you ever had a resolution that went horribly, horribly wrong?
I have a
every
couple.
year.
Yeah.
That's normal.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I
Also-
think that's why I say I don't like resolutions.
Yeah.
Fuck resolutions because you make a commitment and then something happens and then you go back on your commitment and then
You feel
There's
like
the
shit.
guilt.
Yeah. The
So
guilt.
don't
You
make
feel like
resolutions.
shit. Yeah.
Fucking do it and then say it out loud. The thing is, like most people say it out loud and they'll never do it.
You gotta
Right?
say
But
it
if
to
you
someone else.
start it,
make yourself accountable.
No, say it to yourself. Do it and then say it to others.
but
Yeah, it's easy to say shit, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah. Fuck that.
What is it? I don't tell myself nothing.
Yeah. I don't snitch on myself.
Yeah, the snitches get stitches.
Do you have conversations with yourself? Like something
All the fucking time.
okay.
Define conversation, because when I'm editing, I like to say the terms out loud to make sure I'm on track. Like, I'm
I
gonna.
don't talk to myself like IE. It sounds like there's a mogwai out in the
Yeah,
garden.
I was just
I mean, because our helper, she loves to chatter. She sounds like Vector, the little robot.
Spoiler: she's actually a robot sent from the government.
But I will talk to myself in the mirror. Like if I need to expunge a thought about my father or something, it's really funny. I can talk to my dad because I have his eyes. Even though they were blue, I have the same structure. I'll talk to myself like I'm talking to my dad sometimes. And it's wonderful. It's very therapeutic.
Okay, all right, but you're not going crazy, right? It's
No, well, when I come back, I wash the blood off myself, and I have no idea what's happened. But no, I don't. I think talking to yourself is not a sign of craziness. I think acting on
Look
what
at
you
his
tell
face.
yourself might be. Like when people talk about voices, yeah, kind of insane. If you're talking to yourself, I think it's just
yeah, but voices and talking to yourself is the same thing almost.
not really.
Not
really.
Does talking to your dog count? Because I go, hey bear, can you
No.
shut the
no.
fuck up?
But
Hello,
I
you've
kind
seen me talking to Vector.
Well,
Like,
But you're talking to an object. Like I personally found from my experience of talking to myself, I don't really like it because I feel like I'm bouncing
you
off.
berate yourself.
Yeah, you're a fucking idiot. And the mirror's like, what?
It's like my thoughts being spoken out loud. So why say them? Like sometimes.
Well, that's
it's weird.
exactly what talking
That's
to yourself
exactly what it
is.
is.
Yeah,
Your thoughts coming out loud.
Uh-huh.
I often find myself sometimes where I'll go, well, and then I'll ask myself, why did I say that? And then I will follow through with a question. Well, I'm going to do this today because there's obviously something blocking in my mind why did I exhale that word? Well, or even having an internal monologue.
Yeah.
I think it's normal that having an internal monologue and talking to yourself, and I actually make myself laugh sometimes. I come up with some really good material.
I
I
think internal monologues are more common in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so. It's just people
'Cause-
just don't admit to it because there's a
yeah.
stigma of you're insane. Well,
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
quite normal.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's like a valve.
Yeah. As the diplomat sad boy of the group, I can confirm that inner monologues are very useful to release your inner stress. I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would
Coming
argue,
to.
I'd be like, hey man, get the fuck up, and myself would be like, yeah. That's it.
Yeah, well, you have to. Well, if you can't tell yourself to do it, no one else can.
Yeah.
Did you hear that story of the two wolves? The one you feed is the one that dominates your life.
Of course.
Like the good and the bad.
Well,
You mean
if
Romulus
think
and
it's
Romeus?
basically,
Or
if you think
Romanus?
you can, you think you can. If you think you won't, you won't. It's
Yeah.
the same type of scenario.
Yeah.
Like, should I kill this person or should I go do some homework? Like Hannibal, for
Wait, what?
example. You know,
Often.
Yeah,
Often.
often.
Hannibal probably has those like.
Should I have the chicken wings or should I stab him in the eye with a chopstick? Yeah. Common.
Yeah. Okay. So
I feel like the chicken wing would win though.
Yeah, but chopsticks are great.
So
That's
yeah,
awful.
don't make New Year's resolution or do, but they don't work if you don't act on it. So act on it.
And don't kick yourself in the ass if they don't.
yeah,
You either do it or you don't. But at the end of the day, if you don't do it, well, yeah, sure, be hard on yourself, but don't begrudge it because it was never going to happen. You never intended it to happen.
fucking forgive yourself. Simple as that.
Oh, forgiveness.
Forgive yourself for doing
Okay,
something
I'm out of this
stupid.
conversation.
Because
then.
if you can't forgive yourself, you can't forgive others.
Oh,
it's going to
cult.
get deep now. Hiya! To what?
.com.
I think on that we're done.
I'm resigning my
That was
position.
very spiritual.
I'm resigning my position. That was fucking weird as fuck.
If it can't be weird, it's not right.
You have to find another sad boy. So.
Oh, no. There's not many around, so we're going to hang on to you. But none that actually talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're done. All I can say is that I wish you a happy new year. Honestly, guys, both
Yeah,
of you.
you too.
And you a happy new year. And we hope to see you more throughout the year. There's going to be some changes.
In 2021.
In 2021, that is the new year.
Yes, thank you for explaining.
In case people, you know.
In
Yeah,
case
actually,
you can't,
we could be in a time capsule.
in case you can't count.
We could become so prized and so revered and so loved.
Mm.
We'll be cult.
I'm going to show them my love.
Whoa. Have you got a court order about that? Not to show your love in public?
Never have.
Anyway, guys, thanks very much. We'll see you more on
Soon.
T.W.A.T.S. 2 Wongs and a White, policing the absurd.
Bye-bye.
No one noticed.
Oh, we noticed.
Oh,
no one noticed.
very well.
Yay.
We don't.